Welcome to Understanding the Foundation of Meaningful IEP Development. My name is Amanda Ramirez-O'Grady. I'm a Program Specialist at Butte County SELPA, and I will be your guide through this journey. In this first module, we'll explore the thread of educational benefit and how it serves as the foundation for meaningful, individualized IEP development. Throughout this presentation, we'll examine how each component of the IEP connects to support student progress. By the end of this module, you'll be able to understand the thread of educational benefit and how the components of an IEP work together, align assessments, present levels, goals, services, and placement. Apply this framework to develop IEPs that are individualized, meaningful, and reasonably calculated to support progress. The thread of educational benefit is rooted in the Supreme Court's Andrew F. decision. Chief Justice Roberts reminded us that an IEP is not a form. The court emphasized that an IEP must be a living, individualized plan designed to enable meaningful educational progress. This decision shifted the focus from procedural compliance to educational benefit and student outcomes. Many teams view the IEP as a collection of forms that must be completed. The thread of educational benefit encourages a different mindset. Instead of disconnected sections, every component should connect to the next. Assessment informs present levels. Present levels identify needs. Needs drive goals. Goals determine services. And progress monitoring measures effectiveness. The result is a cohesive roadmap for student success. This graphic illustrates the complete cycle of educational benefit. The process begins with grade level standards and moves through assessment, present levels, identified needs, goals, services, and progress monitoring. As new information emerges, reassessment may occur and the cycle begins again. Each step builds on the one before it. The foundation of the process is grade level standards. Standards establish learning expectations for all students and provide the target for instruction. As educators, we must understand what the standard requires, the intent behind it, and the specific skills students need to master in order to achieve success. When a student struggles to access or make progress in the curriculum, assessment becomes the starting point. Assessment helps determine eligibility, identify barriers to learning, establish present levels, and pinpoint areas of need. Assessment provides the objective data that drives decision-making throughout the entire IEP process. Assessment data is used to develop present levels of performance. Present levels describe where the student is currently functioning and should include both strengths and the impact of the disability. Together, these elements help the team understand how the disability affects educational progress across academic, behavioral, social, emotional, functional, and vocational domains. Present levels often contain a large amount of information. The team's task is to identify the most significant needs emerging from the assessment data. These needs must be directly related to the impact of the disability. Once identified, those needs become the focus for measurable annual goals. The key principle is simple: needs drive goal development. After needs are identified, the team develops measurable goals. Every goal should clearly identify the student, the target skill, the conditions or supports provided, the timeline, the baseline level of performance, the method of measurement, and the expected level of mastery. Each identified need should be addressed through a measurable goal designed to support meaningful progress. Once goals are established, the team determines the services and supports necessary for the student to achieve them. Services should directly address identified needs and support progress toward goals. Decisions regarding placement must also consider the least restrictive environment while promoting student independence whenever possible. Progress monitoring measures whether the plan is working. Data collection should align directly with the skills identified in the student's goals. Progress monitoring helps teams evaluate effectiveness, make instructional decisions, and maintain accountability. Regular reporting keeps families informed and supports ongoing educational planning. The thread of educational benefit is not a linear process that ends once an IEP is written. Progress monitoring may reveal that goals have been achieved, new needs have emerged, or additional assessment is necessary. When that happens, the team revisits the process and continues refining the student's educational program. As we conclude, remember that every component of the IEP must connect to the next. Assessment drives present levels identify needs drive goals determine services support progress. Progress monitoring informs future decisions. When these components align, the IEP becomes a cohesive story of meaningful educational benefit for the student. If you have questions or would like additional support, please contact a program specialist at Butte County SELPA. We are here to assist you in developing meaningful, individualized, and benefit-driven IEPs.